Thank you for the intro music. Welcome everyone to today's live stream episode of Buying That House. For today's episode, I've got a wonderful guest who I would call a great friend for the past, oh my gosh, Mary Ann, probably 5+ years. So much time has passed since we started to get to know each other and also work together. So let me add Mary Ann into the studio here. Mary Ann, how are you?
I'm doing well. Good morning.
Good morning, right back to you. Thank you for sharing your time with me and our audience members in this live stream of Buying That House. And before I ask you to go through your story of buying that house, for our audience members, as I hinted to you, Mary Ann and I have known each other for probably 5+ years.
Mm-hmm.
She's a great friend. She's a good partner in the business. Why? Because when she is not personally busy buying that house, she is busy protecting that house. She and the company that supports her, everyone, they provide insurance for one of life's biggest and most important assets. And that is the home that you own, the home that you live in, the home that you go and seek comfort when that becomes important. Right, Mary Ann?
That's great. That's
yeah.
great.
So with that said, let me ask you to just kind of dive right in. And I want to ask you, what were the factors that shaped you and your husband's what I call rent or own decision?
It's a good question. There's a few factors in there. After renting for so many years, we started thinking more seriously about stability, both financially and as we get older, building some equity. Rents, you're at the mercy of the landlord.
Yeah.
Rents increase. Now you got to find money in your budget to try to come up with the increase, in rent. So we felt like we couldn't make it a home because everything had to be approved, obviously from the landlord. So
Right.
It just felt like a better long-term option for us, just to create, a home and a living space and something that would fit our lifestyle.
Okay. What was it? Was it an easy, fast decision, or had it been kind of brewing for some time? I'm curious.
It had been brewing for some time.
Okay.
Yeah. And it would be different factors. It would be things where, just having family outings, family, and friends over, and always have to be conscientious of, hopefully, this is going to be okay. And just a lot of things. And it was like, how are we going to do it? That was the big question. It was like a giant question mark above our head. Like how?
Got it. Okay. So for our audience members, describe your journey, you and your husband's journey of buying again. I know, because I know, the two of you either together or separately had owned real estate before, but fast forward to recent, so much time had passed while you were renting. So describe your journey as to like when you made that emotional decision. How did you start? What happened?
Well, we came from, my husband was in management and he got transferred a couple times. So renting was the best option at the time. Company wasn't buying a home or anything. So we rented there. So when it came to the point where we were like, okay, it was exciting, but intimidating. And just after decades of renting, the process of buying was very unfamiliar with us.
Right.
Again, it was we felt a major milestone that was uncharted. Like, okay, what do we do? So after we I called you. Of course, you were my my first point of contact. I remember calling you and saying, with the businesses we've helped each other in our professional sense, now I need help.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I
I know you
remember that
remember us,
conversation.
reaching out and, just asking you, Bill, what do we do? Um, how do we start?
Mm-hmm.
And, I could tell the story later, but I think it kind of ties in right now. But I remember when we got kind of things rolling and you told us what we really needed to do to make this happen. If we were going to rely on you, you were going to rely on us to do some legwork here.
That's true. Yeah.
Correct? We had to do the work to say, okay, this is what you need to have in place before I can do my job.
Right. Right.
So that was the journey. And then fast forward kind of when we got a very good realtor as well. Those things are very important. You're a realtor, you're a lender, and we just saw house after house. And I remember calling you going, God, I'm so disappointed. Like, there's nothing out there, like, what are we going to do? And I remember you saying something will pull at your heartstrings.
Yeah. The right one will come along.
And then when it did, it was the week of Christmas.
Yeah.
And I remember my husband calling you and he's going on and on and on and on. And like, we got to put this bid in because of blah, 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 blah. And you're like, okay, I'm at a Christmas party right now, but I will call you tomorrow morning.
Right. We will get to the bottom of what you need to know. So What I think I heard from you is you did go through the roller coaster ride of emotions, right? Probably, like you said, some confusion because what you remember from before probably changed a little bit now. Some anxiety, right? Yeah. Because you were looking at stuff and it wasn't either a good fit or whatever. And then boom, excitement when you found the right one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Is that so to our audience members who may be starting their journey of buying their house, would you tell them that that's kind of normal?
Knowing now, yes.
Yes. Okay.
And you tried to prepare us for it.
Right.
When you said it's going to be a roller coaster.
Right.
And knowing that this house was in the perfect location for us, it was the perfect house for us. Now Bill, get it for us. Make it happen.
Make it happen because we have a deadline now.
That's it. And you did, you let us know it's going to be a roller coaster. And, it was like, do we have it? Do we not? Can we get, and I remember calling you back going, okay, because obviously we know the overbidding.
Yeah.
Which was something back years and years ago when I bought.
That wasn't common.
You underbid.
Yeah.
You were like, okay, you want X amount of dollars for this house? I'm going to offer this.
That's right.
So the overbidding and can we do it? Can we not? It was a roller coaster.
Yeah.
It was worth it.
It was worth it. So as we wrap up today's live stream of buying that house, Mary Ann, thank you for showing up. You touched on it earlier. So for the people who are watching today's live stream or getting this as an on-demand recording, yes, it's a roller coaster ride of emotions. I think Mary Ann has already shared that with you. Talk to us about how important it is whenever you start, whether it be the sooner you start or later, how important it is to assemble the right team of people to help you. Can you do it by yourself, by the way?
No.
Okay.
I couldn't. I don't have the resources and, I know the resources are out there, but there's so much information.
Yeah.
So obviously putting a good team together, starting with, the realtor, the lender, or starting with the lender, the realtor.
Yeah.
Having someone as knowledgeable as yourself and your team made all the difference in the world.
Yeah.
I'm an insurance agent.
Yeah.
I'm not a lender.
You're not a lender. You insure what is being lent on.
Exactly. And I know what parameters I need to follow from you, but building a team. And I think the most important thing, Bill, is someone you can trust.
Yeah.
That's key, knowledgeable and trust. Those were the two things that that's how I kind of started,
Yeah.
you know. To me, just the way you encouraged us, again, letting us know if we're willing to put the work in, you can make it happen.
Yeah. Well, together we'll get there. We'll get you to the outcome that you want. So, audience members, I want to thank once again Mary Ann for sharing her time to guest in this episode of Buying That House. Listen and embrace what Mary Ann has shared with you as a very recent, by definition, first-time home buyer. You do need the right team. Trust, knowledge, communication is so important. Even in her business, it's so important. And yes, it's the reality is you have to brace yourself for that roller coaster ride of emotions, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. So, audience members, as I wrap up, if you are about to start your journey of buying that house that you want to own, whether you are a first-time home buyer or you're buying your next home or your forever home, and you don't have the right team, scan this QR code. I'll gladly start a conversation with you, sharing with you my trust, my knowledge to help you along your way. Audience members, thank you for joining me and my guest, Mary Ann. Music Posse, let's play us out. Here we go.